Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go. Good night.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Off play action. Richardson out to his left.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a...
Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game Their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They gave him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On first down, it's Fields.
He's going to air one out.
And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll and chip away their timing.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie, 49 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey,
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's Fields. The pass caught by Olave.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
On 1st down, Fields.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
To the air again, Fields.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that.
Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz.
29 yards.
And the Saints are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Fields.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd backfield with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 19 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Jordan. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now Richardson from near his goal line. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Dragon 60.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Richardson to throw off play action. Dancing to, now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 18 yards here on third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson to the air on first down. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 53 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's got room. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now Richardson. Flush to his right. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards. And a Saints first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Play action. It's Fields. Touchdown. Chris Olave. 31 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Saints 38, Colts 14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Richardson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Brzee make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Mustang 19.
3rd and long for Richardson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll take this to the 46. 3 quarters in the books. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be...
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but... man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to...
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Anthony Schwartz.
39 yards.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now it's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
54 yards.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. And here's Kamara on the read option.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They run it again with Kamara.
Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
16 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Fields. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
$12 yards on the return that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Richardson looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 35.
On first down, Richardson.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This is 2nd and 8. Richardson.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot for Richardson.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should have bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I eBay valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays all the cake I make us. Here's enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real